Hello friends, welcome back to the channel Sarvani Ideas Quest. So today's video I'll be discussing about mining and Ether. For this, previously we have discussed a fact that transactions which are invoked from smart contract will be stored as a records on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Whatever the transactions which are invoked from smart contracts, all they are stored as a records in the Ethereum blockchain. So what exactly the mechanism is followed of adding these transactions to the Ethereum blockchain? Well, that brings to the concept of mining. Fine. We can simply define this as a process of solving a complex mathematical puzzle in order to earn the privilege of adding a block of transactions to the blockchain. Just what mining is meant to be particularly. So we have seen the fact earlier. We have a mechanism, right? There is a mechanism to place and ensure that all the participating nodes in the Ethereum network will arrive at some consensus, right? Consensus on what state of the blockchain should be. Initially, a blockchain state can be defined by the contents of the transactions within them, right? But particularly Ethereum has a system for that. Like when nodes can participate in mining, they have to enter into a competition to see who earns the privilege of writing the next transaction, next block of transaction to the blockchain. Okay, for this we have the thing, the miner who enters into the blockchain want to record the transaction, they has to be verified first, right? So before any record or any transaction gets added to the blockchain, it needs to be verified first, and then which is something like it is done during the mining phase. And as you can imagine, when we are dealing with a, like we are verifying with a large number of accounts, large number of transactions, then that involves in the use of significant computing resources. Fine. So when we use the significant computing resources, that results the mining nodes can incur a very high electricity cost. Okay, that incurs with the very high electricity cost to the miners. So for example to this, let's say in addition to maintaining of all these hardware, okay, to incur this cost of maintaining of all these hardware, because of that they need to be compensated in some form, right? Miners need to be compensated. How they are exactly compensated, that is what bringing to the concept Ether. Okay, that is what meant to be Ether. Ether is nothing but a crypto fuel of Ethereum network. Okay, as it is a cryptocurrency for Ethereum, and that is what it distinguishes Ether from other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Zcash. Fine. And that the Ethereum network does not exist only for the sole purpose. Okay, it simply doesn't exist only for the sole purpose, but using this Ethereum network by Ether, we can not simply transfer Ether from one account to another. Not only for this, but Ether it is used simply to pay out fees. Okay, Ether is also used to pay out fees for transactions which are invoked from the custom smart contract. Fine, from custom smart contract. So Ether will not have any subunits for that, but the only most common subunit which we come across on the way, like that is 1 Ether equals to 10 to the power of 18 way, and the even more less granular unit is 10 to the power 9 gigaway, and that's equals to 1 Ether. Fine. So while you may pay for Ethereum transactions, right, in terms of other, you would like to know what they translate into the terms of either to the US dollars or euros or whatever the local currency, right? Whatever the local currency is, the fact is it can be traded as a regular currency. Fine, it can be traded as a regular currency. So while the US dollars and the euro are the currency which you are adapting, you are accepted as a legal tender in the US or Eurozone respectively, Ether is the currency which is used in the world of Ethereum. Fine. By this, we can say Ether payments always requires originators pay to miner. That means Ether payments are always required when a new transaction is originated on the network, on the Ethereum network. So Ether is transferred from one account of the transaction originator to the account of the miner. Okay. So when the transaction originated to the account of the miner, successfully the miner and what we can say miner block, okay, miner block will be added. A miner block with that transaction, and the Ether fee is in fact proportional to the complexity of the transaction. That gives a proportionality to the complexity of transaction. So when it brings a complexity, the complexity is measured in the unit called gas. Fine. Hope you guys get my point clearly. This is what about the concept of mining and ether. Still, if you have any doubts, please feel free to comment me below. Sure, I'll be answering for you over there. Thank you.